Hey beauties, good evening. Now, I did a video saying that there is a spirit of aggression that is on our land, which it is on our land, but there is also a spirit of heartlessness, no compassion for the poor, for the needy, for those who are destitute, for those who maybe their backs are against the walls. So I'm watching the news, beauties, and there's this couple. They seem to be, I don't know, maybe the woman seemed to be in her early 50s or mid 50s, or maybe she's in her late 40s, and and the gentleman could be the same. And apparently they have a field, I don't know, it looks like a cornfield. I'm not good with calling the fruit or the what you call it, the staple correctly. I remember one day I saw something and I asked my coworker, I said, "Is that cane?" She said, no, it's bamboo." I felt so ashamed. I really am not good with that. But anyhow, it looks like I'm kind of like a cane field or cornfield. I don't know. So people are stealing from them. So what the guy decided to do was, because the land was not, maybe there's no known owner and it is not captured seemingly, so he just built up a little one room, he said, for he and his wife in the Portmore area. And they have been there for a few months now, I think 8 months, they said, or they're about on the news. And when they came back, somebody called them to say they're bulldozing, they're demolishing your place. The thing there, Metropolitan. I don't even remember the name of the company. And what disturbed me is when the media got to the CEO, he said, we gave them we notified them. Oh, and they actually had got notification from July, because the media initially said that they were notified 5 days prior to the demolishing of the property. So, and then when they interviewed the CEO, he said he gave them, they were notified from July and another sometime afterwards. And the wife, had stated that she had some money because she panicked when she heard that her place was being demolished and the money was in the place. And when she came back, they took up some of the stuff. The CEO mentioned some that they have the refrigerator and all of that, and he can basically swear by the innocence of his staff that basically they would not be taking their money. I don't know how he can do that. I'm not saying that you mustn't give the benefit of the doubt to people. The Bible said none is good, no, not one. I can understand you giving the benefit of the doubt, but you can't swear by to say definitively it is so. I can understand you say I give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that my staff would do such a thing. I normally trust them, and whatever it is, you can speak highly, but also balance truth with reality. The reality is that people are mere mortals. Anything can happen. When they see some monies, they can just snap and do the wrong thing. It can happen. So, and we see this plethora of times, across the world, not only in Jamaica. So, the only being that is basically flawless and blemish-free is Jesus Christ. And we are none, and we will never be. So, with that being said, what bothered me is the cold response. And when I saw the wife crying, she said, "Oh God, please, I just buy some stuff and it on the ground." That must have been horrific. And I find that, again, the spirit of aggression is here. I'm not sure if it's 5 days prior or really in July, because do you have any eviction notice that you had given to them? Because normally if you're going to evict people, at least you would have given them some notice. Are there letters that you can back up? Nothing that you can go and dredge up right now and backdate it and stamp it and so on. Can they, as in the tenants, provide us? I'm not saying that they're correct. I'm not lauding squatting. I'm not saying hippie hooray, but this country forces some people to do things that they don't necessarily want to do. Housing is super expensive. Well, as a lady said, it's not expensive. It's just that we're not paid well. So let us swap the black dog for the monkey. All right, so it's not inexpensive. It's just that people are not paid well. And the lady says she tries. She's a hustler. She tries. And you people could have, she said, at least give us until December. And I, not to say that I'm saying it is right to be squatting. But, my gosh, since every day from the time you say, give them until December. If the next year comes and they have not, because December is just around the corner. It's a house. It's not like they're riding a bicycle. if they were infringing on something that is needed to be done right now, I can understand that. And again, let me interject, I'm not lauding squatting. And the husband made a very good point. He said, all right, you said that we're on the grounds illegally and whatnot. Why is it that we are the sole, this was a sole house that was bulldozed and there are others scattered? Why would you choose to bulldoze this one in particular? And that's a very pertinent question that he had asked. Because other squatters are there, they shouldn't be there. Why didn't you bulldoze the place? I tell you, to be poor is really a crime. And that guy, King Lemuel, in the book of Psalm, or it's Proverbs, one of them, he said, Lord, do not make me poor. Do not, because he doesn't want to shame and disgrace your name. There is a curse that's associated with poverty. You know, it can be a blessing if you use it to be a blessing. But in and of itself, in its natural state, it's like a curse. And it's a curse for people in this country to be poor. Because, I mean, the poor people are treated like dung. They're treated like scavengers. They're treated like mess, waste matter. That is how they're treated. There was no compassion. You bulldoze, and it's like they just have to find somewhere. You guys couldn't care less, because when you leave your offices, you're going to go home into a bed. That is why sometimes when you see certain sickness and diseases reach, you don't wonder why. Other wickedness, it have nothing to do with nothing, no hereditary thing that has passed down. You guys are so evil and wicked. You guys since she was there and it has not infringed on anything, give her till December. If by December, then you guys do what you need to do. But at least give her ample time to take her things out, to find somebody to hold her things. But you bulldoze it. She said she had some money in there, and you're going to talk about you swear by. Swear by what? Are you God? But you swear by. I can understand you giving your employees or people the benefit of the doubt. I believe in that. I believe in that. Of course you do that. But you have to balance truth with reality. The reality is that we're all humans. And we're prone to failure. We're prone to wander. WANDER. We're prone to failure. So I don't understand what you mean by to swear by. You're God? Are you God, sir? You had no compassion. You guys could have given her, so even if you don't want to give her until December, allow her. Don't bulldoze the place with her things in there. Just notify her. Make her call a truck. Make her get a truck or something to put her stuff in. But you put it on the ground and the place wetty. You can see the mud water. That's disrespectful. You guys are inhumane. I don't know. Your heart is under your feet. It is not inside your body. Your heart is certainly under your feet. And some of you act like you're so sanctimonious and self-righteous. Self-righteous is actual godlessness. It is not godliness. That's a satanic behavior. Self-righteousness is the same behavior that Satan actually promulgated before he was kicked out of heaven. You guys could have shown the woman mercy. You think it's a bicycle she's sitting on? It's a house. Where's she gonna go? The poor lady could see the pain. She couldn't even cry so much. When you're in so much pain, the tears can't even come to how you're so frightened, flabbergasted, taken aback. The little shed. Just because they're poor. Just because they're poor. And you go home to your own home. And then that's why enough one want to sleep good at night. So no one want to fly up and have to take some kind of alcohol or some pill or whatever to go to sleep, because you know wicked and evil. You guys ever had to do that? And I hope and I pray that if you guys have taken her money, that God kind of moves upon your heart, convicts your heart to give back the woman her money. That's just evil. You guys could have waited until, let her, even if you're determined, let her get a truck or get somebody to come and take her things. You guys put it on the ground like she's a nothing. Like she's just a piece of lint or a bottle cap. You guys are evil. And trust me, in life not going 7 or 11. It's not going to 7 or 11. You think God sleeps when it's on a cold and hardly enough? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Go and read the book of Matthew chapter 5. You guys are evil. I'm sick and tired of you. Same, different from the politicians. Evil man, no heart. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.